Well, thank you, Marcus, for watching over and coaching the girls' basketball team. I really appreciate that. You did an outstanding job. Really thank you for that. So welcome. Welcome to the Hearn Academy graduation 2014. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michael Larrabee. I've been on the school board from the very beginning, 16 years ago. Nowadays, I'm better known as Jannael's dad. Or, hi Michael, Ryan's dad. It's been an honor to serve on the board. It's something I take very seriously. You know, it seems like just such a short while ago, my oldest daughter, Chantal, graduated from Hearn Academy. Her class was the first to graduate at this campus 11 years ago, in 2003. I wanted to tell you a joke that she told. She was the valedictorian that year, so she had to come up here and speak, and she said one of the teachers at Hearn told this joke to the class. One day, a teacher was talking to her students about whales and said that it was physically impossible for a whale to swallow a human. Because although it was a very large mammal, it has a very small throat. Courageously, a young girl raised her hand and stated that Jonah was swallowed by a whale. Irritated by the girl's remark, the teacher reiterated that a whale could not swallow a human. It was physically impossible. Just as irritated as the teacher, the girl said, well, when I get to heaven, I'll ask Jonah. But the teacher stated, well, what if Jonah did go to heaven? What if he went to the other place? The girl replied, well, then you can ask him. My daughter alluded to this story because she explained how different and special all of her teachers here at Hearn have helped her through this journey. On behalf of our community, I would like to thank our astounding teachers and staff, the paras, the principal, Dr. Leo, that have dedicated countless hours in the care of our children. So don't be afraid to challenge what you are learning, but always be respectful. You remember when you had a question that you were afraid to ask? Maybe the rest of the class would think you were stupid. Then someone in your class raised their hand and asked that very question, and you were so relieved that they got the answer that you were waiting for. Where you may have a weakness in one area, your classmates may have strengths. You may have a strength in an area where they have a weakness. We all have special gifts and talents, like my daughter Jannael, her singing abilities, her creativity, and her passion for helping others. You know, no one has it all together, so to speak. Even the person at the top of the class. You know, it's been said it's possible to store in the mind with 1 million facts and still be entirely uneducated. My youngest son, Michael Ryan, is classified as special needs. Well, I guarantee you can learn a lot from him as well. So here we are, the class of 2014. I know when you're younger, time seems to go by much slower. It's so long until your next birthday. Maybe you'll be receiving a new iPod or iPad or phone. Pretty soon, can't wait till you can drive. When you get my age, the birthdays come way too fast. And you can't wait until someone else offers to drive, with the exception of your teenager, of course. So I wanted to show you something that I read about on the internet. You already know you can't believe everything that you read and see on the internet. But I think this one is okay.
Keep doing it. Perfect. Thank you. He's going to need the microphone though. We're going to hold the microphone. Never done it. He chose that life cereal. Perfect.
Is that full?
No.
Work with me. Say yes.
Yes.
Full?
You made it out. He saw it on the internet.
Sand. Okay, now we're full.
We thought they were so cool. Yeah, because I've seen silent movies. In his 30-year-old briefcase that he had to.
This vessel represents your life. The golf balls are the important things. Your family. Your mom and dad. Your brothers and sisters. Your health. Your friends. Your favorite passions. Things that if everything else was lost and only they remained in your life, it would still be full. The pebbles are the things that matter, like your schoolwork, your possessions, your iPod, your computer, your phone. The sand is everything else. The small stuff. You know, if you put the sand into the vessel first, there's no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for life. You spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you'll never have enough room for the things that are important. The special looking objects are the very special people in your life. Some of these may come and go. Sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's heartbreaking. Be careful not to fill those voids or empty spaces with unhealthy stuff. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Spend some time with your family. Let them know what's going on in your life. There will always be enough time to listen to your music and stare at your phone. Just take care of the golf balls first. The things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just sand. What does the coffee represent, you ask? I'm glad you asked. It just goes to show you that no matter how full your life may seem, there's always enough room for a couple of cups of coffee or a nice tea with a friend. Students, next year you'll embark on a whole new journey. High school.
High school.
The challenges will be greater, but so will the rewards. I believe each one of you has a special calling and a journey designed specifically for you. I believe Hearn Academy has given you an excellent foundation to navigate through this journey. Let me leave you with some thought-provoking and famous quotes for this new journey. It's better to understand a little than to misunderstand a lot. A problem is a chance to do your best. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. It's never too early to think what you might have been. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Whatever you are, be a good one. Till we meet again, God holds you in the palm of his hand. God bless.